Does Cassie die in Coronation Street? Fate revealed as spoiler let slip dark twist. Coronation Street star Claire Sweeney has teased the fallout to her exit storyline, with her character Cassie Plummer leaving next week. In an unexpected twist, after hints Cassie's one-time flame Ross Wilkes would be involved in her departure, spoilers have teased danger for Cassie. Actress Claire has now teased whether there's a dark end for Cassie and whether she will return.
Love watermelon but hate the sticky cutting mess? This compact 2-in-1 tool slices neat cubes and flips into a retractable fork for easy serving at parties, picnics, or home. Want to get the best verified deal and see full details? Visit grabdeal.us/3 right now.
Addressing her soap future and the moments that lead to Cassie's exit, Claire discussed why Cassie has to leave. With Claire quitting the ITV soap role after 3 years, she revealed all about saying goodbye to the show and filming her final scenes. "I just carried on as if I wasn't leaving at all because I was having such a wonderful time with the storylines. I was absolutely loving every minute of it. It only really hit me about a week before the end, particularly when I started clearing out my flat in Liverpool and had to pack up my dressing room. I remember standing there thinking, I can't take these things out of my dressing room. Even now, I still feel a bit in denial. Because I'm still in touch with everyone, chatting to Alan and Simon every few days, it doesn't feel like I've moved on yet. For a while, I hadn't even started rehearsing for Annie, so it feels like I'm still part of the family. I couldn't believe the quality of the writing they gave me for the end. It was beautiful. And Ross is played by Ian, who is just a brilliant actor. The scenes we shot were so poignant. There was one specific scene at the end, saying goodbye to Hope and Ruby in the Dobbs house, where I literally sobbed. At one point, the director even asked me to hold back a little bit because it looked like I was having a breakdown on camera, but that was just how it felt. It was so genuine that the children started crying during the take, too. It's funny because my very last scene, the one where I'm driving away, was actually filmed 2 or 3 weeks before I finished. Because of that, it didn't feel like a true ending. For me, the final scene in the Dobbs house felt like the real goodbye because that's where I started with Alan, Jenny, and the kids. I missed Maureen Lipman so much. I would have loved for her to have been there for that. Another moment that really stands out was the proposal scene with Simon Gregson. It was so brilliantly written. It managed to be funny, poignant, and everything in between. It really captured that full-circle moment, moving from when Cassie arrived as a baddie to the redemption she eventually found. There was no other reason for me to leave other than getting the part of Miss Hannigan. I loved the work, the people, and the routine. It really is like a family. I only left because a project I've been working toward for 15 years finally came to fruition, and I simply couldn't turn it down. I made sure to speak to our lovely producer, Kate, 6 or 7 months in advance, so the team had plenty of time to craft a proper exit. I think that planning really shows in the story. She feels she has absolutely no choice. She has been rejected by the love of her life, Steve, and everyone else has turned their backs on her. She feels her life there has been destroyed. The only option left is to take that job on the cruise ship. Whether she actually makes it to that ship or what happens when Ross takes her, that's the beauty of it. No one knows, and it's left wonderfully open. I've been blessed with brilliant, multifaceted storylines from start to finish. I went from being a baddie to someone who softened, particularly with Steve, who really brought out her vulnerability and honesty. I loved the comedy, the motherly instincts she developed with Tyrone, and the wonderful, forgiving friendship she had with Ken. Even the comedic elements of living with Tracy and Steve, the scripts, were just brilliant. I intended to take my battered old trainers, but I actually ended up leaving my dressing room table exactly as it was. I think it was a subconscious thing. I just wasn't ready to let go. However, I did keep one special thing, the heart badge with Cassie written on it. I was given during my very first scene with Simon Gregson at the speed dating event in the Rovers. It's on my fridge now as a little reminder of where it all began. Coronation Street airs weeknights at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1 and ITVX. Follow Mirror Celebs and TV on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Threads.